5-6 Beans, Doug and Kamish, versus the 6-5 Paper. Paper finally takes over the Shula division, and so there you go. His wish came true. But let me ask you this: we got the emails,
from each GM.
Each GM saying what each GM was thankful for. We'll let you read mine. I'll go ahead and tell you what greatest show on paper was thankful for.
I'd love to hear it.
Greatest show on paper was thankful for Tim Tenoriello, Jim Gordon. What was the other people he had trades with? Because I think he forgot a couple. But basically the point is basically allowing these guys to trade with him, Nappy-headed foe, just giving him the roster that he has now. So he's very thankful for those guys that he duped into these trades, and he was able to, robbed, duped, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. Somehow everybody seems to just listen to him when he talks, and he just talks these people into the trades. One might think that he hacks into these people's computers, but who knows?
Hey, whatever works.
Anyway, you can go ahead and read mine.
Although I find this questionable, ladies and gentlemen, the email was something like Doug is thankful for the 2 wide receiver / drafting a quarterback early draft theology and how well it worked.
Now, I realize that it's not the records. You're going for points, and you just have to put the team that has the most points in the field.
Sounds like something DJ would say.
Well, maybe. Let's move on. Peyton Manning against Houston. Tom Brady against New Orleans. New Orleans actually has a tough defense. 20 interceptions on the year. 20.
Dynamite.
That is quite a bit. And then you also have Peyton Manning, like I said, going up against Houston. He already scored not very well against Houston. He's already played them earlier this year, but who would you take here?
Manning.
Okay.
I've never really gone against the Brady.
Especially prime time.
But I like the Manning at Houston. Something's giving me some good vibes about it.
Okay. All right. Then we go to the running backs. Tim Hightower, Pierre Thomas. As usual, you can make your third string, second string funny comment.
I'm not gonna. I mean, it's so obvious. I don't even have to say anything.
All right. But we got greatest show having Brandon Jacobs and Thomas Jones there. Now, you have a thought about Brandon Jacobs?
I'm not a big Brandon Jacobs guy. I mean, the highest point total he's had all year is 17.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, he's been like he should be on your team.
Mm-hmm.
Abysmal, third string style, losing carries to a walk-on. I would play anybody but Brandon Jacobs here. I don't see anything good going for him. And I would say that he's not Mr. Fitness.
Okay.
And being in the mile high area, I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of the Brandon Jacobs.
Thomas Jones is a good matchup. 21.5 points. The Carolina Panthers give up, so you like that one there.
What are the Jets going to do? They're not going to pass the ball until it's third and long. Mm-hmm. They are going to run the ball down somebody's throat.
Okay. Do you think Percy Harvin should be in place of one of Bean's running backs?
Well, Douglas, I would personally do it at least he's starting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you feel me?
Yeah. I don't actually feel you.
Hightower's
I don't know how anybody feels you. I feel bad for your wife. That's how I feel.
Hightower's losing carries by the second
mm-hmm.
to the Bean. The Beans and Rice, the Beanie Wells. And Pierre Thomas is losing carries to everybody.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be out of the question to roll another wide receiver in there for either one of them. I preferably would get rid of the Hightower.
All right, wide receivers, Randy Moss, Andre Johnson, Michael Crabtree.
Ooh, luscious.
Crabtree actually has a really good matchup. Andre Johnson, okay. Randy Moss, okay. Moss probably has the better one between him and Johnson. Welker, same situation as Randy Moss is in. Yep. So that's going to make this interesting because anything that Moss gets is going to be as a result of Tom Brady. So you kind of have some cancellation points going on there.
Cancellation points.
But you also have the fact that he could be blocked out by the Brady to Welker combo all day long.
Mm.
So whose wide receivers do you like better?
I'm going to call it a draw. I like both of their matchups. I don't see anybody out of these 6 gentlemen, and maybe 7 if Harvin plays, having a bad day. As Harvin has only played one cover 2 team this year, and he did pretty well last week. What do you have, like 14, 15 points last week? So I wouldn't be scared of any of the 7.
Okay. Visante Shenko against the Bears. Vernon Davis against Jacksonville Jaguars. Quick math or quick question: Jaguars. How many points have they, or how many touchdowns have they given up to opposing tight ends this year?
6.
One. They've given up one touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Vernon Davis kind of does do this up and down thing, and who knows? Maybe this is the down for the bean's sake. Hopefully, it is. Chargers against Kansas City. Kansas City, about 8 points they give up. The Dolphins against Buffalo. Buffalo gives up almost 11 points. I think it could go both ways because you don't really know which Kansas City team could show up. So you could get double digits from them.
Absolutely, Dougie.
All right. Who do you like?
You know, Douglas, in our pregame talk, our arguments, we were a little animated about this game, and I have an overwhelming feeling coming upon me. And I think that karma is going to play a major role in this game. Okay. Fantasy football karma is going to take over.
All right.
And it just doesn't feel right to the fantasy football hierarchy that a team can go 0-4 and then make 37 trades to trading you Brady for Orton, basically. And then he throws in Thomas Jones to make it even. That doesn't seem right. Karma's going to play a role. McLaughlin's out. Beans with the upset.
Wow, that's huge shocker. That is not what we said earlier. I'm going to go greatest show on paper. Mike, I think you're going to slaughter me. So my team's going to show up. I think we'll score over 100, and I think you'll score over 200. So who knows? We'll wait and see. But either way, you win this game, and you're in control of the division, but we'll wait and see. Mike, hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Beans, I hope I have a good Thanksgiving. My family's out of town. I'm really going to be lonely. So if anybody needs something to do, give me a call. We'll talk to you later. We'll be right back.